Hey everybody, I'm Slavenatorski and welcome to my channel. If you've been here before, you already know what's coming. If you haven't been here yet, hopefully you like what you see. It's a channel dedicated to helping people with their firearms purchases and information, trying to get people more comfortable with firearms, as well as let's take a closer look and see if you like it or not, and go more of a deep dive than a lot of videos do. I like to get up close and personal with firearms. I look at up close personal videos before I make a purchase, so I think other people would too. So let's hop in, get straight to it. Today we're going to take a look at my SAR ST45. As you know, we've been doing a lot of the SAR series because I picked up a bunch of them. There was a nice sale, so I figured I'd run through them and do some reviews and see if everybody likes them or not. This one comes in a nice plastic packaging like the rest of them. I did get this from American Pawn & Gun here in town. So if anyone is taking a look at firearms, they're one place to take a look. They helped me out, gave me a pretty good deal. But let's open the box and see what we get. As you know, we did actually review the SAR ST9, which is the same firearm in 9mm previously on the channel. This one's the 45. This is the big boy. In the packaging you get cable lock, sticker swag. SAR makes great books if you've seen the previous videos. Full color photos, nice books. You get your barrel squeegee, and you get the barrel cloth scrubber. That could be considered squeegee also, technically. You see, I always save my quality control sticker. You get 2 magazines. They do not have round indicators on the magazines, but I believe they are 13 rounds. These also, if I can get you out of there, come with different backstrap options. You get Allen key, a punch, as well as looks like a sight adjustment tool. And then the firearm. This is a big honkin' gun. And yes, I said that because I feel it was appropriate for this firearm. But we're going to take a deeper dive. I'm going to clean off the board here, and that way we can just focus on the firearm. We'll be right back. Alright, and we are back. As you see, I cleaned everything off, so we're just focusing on the firearm now. Nice thing, I like the size of this firearm. This feels like a duty pistol. It is huge, and it's heavy. I just like it. I like big, blocky firearms. There's just something about this that I'm really attracted to, even more so over the 9mm version, because this one's even bigger. In fact, I think I'll grab out the other one and I'll do a comparison between these two later in the video. But let's go over the features. First off, drop the magazine. Check the firearm is clear, safe, nada in there. Alright, so if you take a look on here, you'll see you have some nice 3-dot sights. They're very easy to see, front and rear. I apologize, the dog's running around in the background. You have your striker primed indicator. You see that? The safety is on the left and right side, so it is ambidextrous, and it is a manual safety, which disengages the trigger. You can even charge it while the safety's on. Trigger does not go boom unless the safety is off. You do have an ambidextrous slide release. You don't even get that on guns that are more expensive than this. So, slide catch, slide release, works on both sides. Pretty nice. You do have slide serrations on the front and rear. So you can charge it this way, that way. You can do your press checks. You can charge it from the front. However you choose, this firearm gives you the option. The magazine release is ambidextrous because it's the European style paddle mag release, which I'm an HK fan, so I got used to those pretty quick. I do like them. You have a front accessory rail for all your light and laser options. The trigger guard does have serrations on the front here, so if you want to get a finger up when you're aiming, you can. That's a nice feature. On the side, you'll see you have a nice groove made here for your thumb. It also accentuates your trigger finger very, very nicely. I just love this firearm. The grip is very much like a Walther. Honestly, this firearm reminds me of a mashup of a Walther and an HK. And if you're somebody that's been out there saying, man, I just wish I could get this feature from this gun and this feature from that gun and put them together and get the perfect gun, SAR's been doing that with a lot of their different firearms, and you'll see that in a lot of these reviews. This looks like an HK barrel mixed with a Walther grip. It's pretty cool. So the back plate here can be changed out. So you can change it out with a skinnier one if you wanted to. Or looks like a medium one if you wanted to. I think the big one's on there right now. Or, I'm sorry, this one has more of a groove. This one is a little bit fatter all aboard. I think honestly this one's the best because I like that groove that's in there. Unlike the SAR 9, it does not have the slide plates, but it is more of a Walther styled grip, so that's not bad in the end. You'll notice there is a cutout on either side here to strip a magazine if it gets caught. And the nice thing about the magazines, that doesn't really happen. It kind of fires those suckers out of there. And another feature, unlike the SAR ST9, I don't know why I keep putting that out of camera, sorry about that. Still learning my new setup. The SAR ST45 comes with metal magazines. So much better than polymer. Always better than polymer. But the sights are fully adjustable for windage and elevation on the rear. The front is just dovetailed in. So you'll see the different screws that you need. Nice features. This thing has a lot of features for a very, very low price. You can get these for sub $300. That's not bad at all. But I really enjoy this firearm. It's great in the hand. It's just great in general. I have not shot it, so full disclosure, everything's expensive to go shooting. I might hate it after I go to the range. I doubt it. All the reviews I've seen on this, everybody loves them. So when I do get a chance to get out to the range, get a little bit more money saved up and a little bit more ammo, I'm going to do a follow-up video on these, and we'll see just how they actually run at the range. But we're going to leave for now. We'll be right back, and I want to do a comparison. Alright, so we moved on to the portion of the video where we weigh the firearm. We are going to weigh it with a fully loaded magazine, and we're going to weigh it unloaded, so you have an idea what you're looking forward to if you wanted to carry this. So starting off, SAR ST45 unloaded, we are looking at 1 pound 13.3 ounces unloaded. So we're going to take magazine fully loaded up with 12 rounds. Oop, there we go. Have to give a good smack. Fully loaded, it is 2 pounds 9.8 ounces. So that's not bad at all. So for giggles, let's go ahead and weigh the magazines unloaded. You're looking at 3.5 ounces. Fully loaded, you're looking at 12.5 ounces. So that gives you an idea, if you wanted to carry a couple extra magazines, what weight you'll have to look at if you wanted those on your belt as well. Okay, so I went and I grabbed the SAR ST9 to make a comparison in this video so you can see the difference between the two of them, which there really isn't much. So this is the ST9, the 9mm. This is the ST45, the 45. See, I don't see much of a difference in terms of the slide. They're both unloaded. Of course, the barrel's a little different. Looks like all they did is just make the barrel bigger. Put it, actually, let me lay it on top of the other one. It does feel lighter. So they are pretty much identical pistols, just different calibers. Biggest difference I noticed, on the side here, you do have a bit of a ridge here, and here it's flush. It goes the same on both sides, so the 45 has that little ridge. The 9mm does not. And you'll see it go all the way back. It kind of is one way to identify the difference between the two. Also, the 9mm does not have the SAR logo on the grip like that. The 45 does. So it almost looks like they put a little bit more work into the 45. Biggest difference between the two is in the magazines. So let's check out those magazines. I mentioned it earlier in the video, so we're going to go over it now. The big difference, the 9mm is a polymer magazine, which feels, frankly, very flimsy. Then you have the metal magazine for the 45. Now the guys at the shop told me that Walther magazines will fit in that. I haven't tested that theory, so if anyone knows if that's true, let me know in the comments section. I do like the little ridges on the 9mm magazine, but if anyone out there knows me, I always prefer metal over polymer. Those are the biggest differences that I have noticed. The 9mm, it looks like it's laser etched. This one is just, there's no color to it, it's just engraved in. I don't really see any other differences, but if you guys out there do, let me know down in the comment section. I would love to explore that more. But we're going to take a break now. Once again, I'm going to clear the table, and then we'll go into the breakdown procedure for it. Okay, and we are back. So off camera, because I know it's super noisy, I took the pin out for the back straps with the provided punch, so I can show you what it's like with the different back straps on it. So we're going to pull that one out. So it looks like underneath. Here are your different backstrap options. So this is the one I just pulled out. You get an idea how that looks. Alright, so we'll remove that. This is the small one. You get an idea how that looks. Gives it a much straighter looking appearance for the grip. And here is the one that's bigger across the board. Oop, that was upside down. So instead of the palm swell so much, it's just larger all the way down. I honestly prefer the one that came installed. I like that palm swell. It's a much better look. And then the pin just goes back into there. It is very tough at first. As you can see, I'm actually getting that back in with my thumb right now. So let's see if I can finish that out. Okay, there we go. That's back in there, looking good. Alright, so to field strip this and disassemble it that way, first you make sure there's no magazine in, no round in the chamber. Good to go there. You'll notice on this side, there's what looks like a little button versus this side does not. You're going to end up pushing that button. Now what you do is you see that little cutout, you're going to line that up with that other little cutout. It's not the easiest thing to do in the world, but like other pistols, I grab them like I'm going to shoot them, reach my hand up, squeeze it back, and hold it right there. If you wanted to, you can actually hold it like this to keep that forward, but it's not the most comfortable way to do it. While you're doing that, you're going to push that button. You'll see that has raised out a little bit. Oh, got my thumb under it. That pops right out. Now the slide is free to come off, but you do have to pull the trigger to get that to come off. Now you'll see inside here, it's a bit dirty. I got to clean that up. Came from the factory like that, so looks like maybe the finish came off a little. Or is that just goop? Actually, that's just goop. And now I'm getting it all over everything. So I will clean that up shortly. I don't know what kind of goop that is, actually. And I don't have my cleaning pads out here, or I would clean that up right now. Actually, I have some napkin. But it came from the factory with that goop. Sure, that's some sort of oil or cosmoline type thing, but it comes right off. Made me a little nervous there. I thought this had rusted out already. Turns out it's just dirty. Alright, we'll give it a good cleaning. But now that that's been moved, and you'll see everything just came off of it. Nasty. You have a dual recoil spring assembly. You'll notice it looks a lot like an HK's. If you want to see comparisons, that is one comparison I made in the ST9 video. I compared this to an HK USP that I have. If you want to see how close and how similar they are, check out that video. There's your slide with all the goop, and the barrel with all the goop. Down the barrel, doesn't look like there's any goop down it, so you're fine there. You get a free cleaning video while you're watching this review video. And you'll see the striker assembly and everything up there. As usual, I do not mess with that because I don't want it to go flying across the room and poke an eye out. But to put it back together, just reverse the process we just did. Put the barrel back in. You're going to put the recoil spring guide rod back in. Ooh, that sucker is tight. Tight like a toiga. Alright, that's back in there now. You can put it back on to the slide rails. Pull it back. Hold it there. Back together. Good to go. All in all, pretty nice. I just realized I don't think I showed the trigger. So let's go ahead and show the trigger. I'll charge it. Now listen. You have some take up. I hit a wall right there. Check for the reset. Just before the wall. So this could be a pretty quick shooter if you're really going for it. I really do like this firearm. I love the feel of it. I love the look of it. I can't wait to get it to the range and test it out, especially in 45. With it being so big, this thing is going to be a smooth shooting gun. I can't wait to shoot it. And you'll probably see my excitement in the follow-up video where I do the range review. But that's all I have on it for today. Excuse me. Very burpy today. Apologize. Do you guys out there, do you have a hold of one of these yet? Have you tried them out? Do you like them? Do you hate them? Let me know down in the comments section, because honestly, I'm already loving this thing. I cannot wait to experiment with it some more. And for it being less than $300, you kind of can't beat that. Kind of gives me an idea to do a budget gun comparison video. People seem to like those. I might do that, we'll see. Let me know down in the comments section if you guys would like to see a comparison video between this and a few others. I think it could be very interesting. Yeah, but again, like it if you liked it. Subscription is always appreciated. And if you share it to some people who might be interested in this firearm, hey, maybe it could help them out. So maybe it would help them out in their decision to purchase it or to not purchase it. That's the whole reason I do these videos, is just to get a closer look at everything. That's all I have for now. I hope everyone out there has a great one. Stay safe, and we'll see you again next time. Let's hop in there and start off. It's the SAR ST45. Oop. I guess it would help if I turned it on.